Hey soul family, I just woke up and the last video I made I was telling about how I had made the post on the app and how I had noticed a pattern, my people pleasing and trying to avoid it, confrontation. So one of the persons that had replied or made comments a few times, and she was getting on my nerves. Like, my ego, I could hear it. It was getting agitated, and I had another person to say that, hey, I could use some help. And I was like, okay, perfect, I'll send you a private message. And then this person replies to them saying, you need to be careful about where you get information from. No one can tell you what's your truth, and going inside. I mean, yes, I agree. That would be one of the first things I would say is forget everything you've ever learned and you're going to find the truth within. But when we start asking ourselves these big questions, having a guide, having somewhere to start, because sometimes there's so many layers. It is so complex. I am constantly finding new layers. And sometimes it helps to, no, all the time. If it didn't, we wouldn't have a reality where we're constantly interacting with one another. That's the purpose, is this reflection, this dance to find things out, to know thyself, to figure things out about ourselves. That's the whole purpose. But she was, my ego took it as, oh, you're trying to talk her out of not getting help from me. And there was a few layers of it. At first, I was only seeing the layer of I was avoiding conflict, or I avoid conflict. And that's why I was seeing responses that were conflict. But then when a person did reach out and want guidance, my ego was, I would say, like, pissed a little bit. I wasn't angry, but it was, I was a little upset, and my brain would keep thinking about it, like, how dare her, I agree with what you say. You got to go within. That's where the truth is. But getting advice from someone, learning from someone's story, that is the whole purpose. But my brain kept going back to it, and and I just wanted to block her, erase her, But when I woke up just now, I came across, who is it? Aaron Daltrey. And one of his videos was talking about I think being authentic. And I realized with avoiding confrontation because of the people pleasing, I am also not being authentic. I didn't tell that one girl, hey, I want to punch you in the face. I don't think that would have been the right thing to say either way, because that was an ego reaction. But I needed to do some self-reflection and find out, why am I having this reaction? Why am I getting agitated? And that I discovered I wasn't good either way. I wanted people to reach out. I want to help, but I needed to be good either way. If people reached out or if they didn't, if people was giving their 2 cents, if they agreed or disagreed, I needed to be good either way. And another layer that I wasn't being my authentic self by not telling that person when she said something about telling the other girl who reached out that you need to be careful about where you get your information from, that only you know your truth, by not responding to that, because my first reaction, or what I did first, was mute her. I didn't even want to see it. And then I closed the conversation where I couldn't have anyone else putting their 2 cents in. I was avoiding, and I wasn't good either way, and I wasn't being authentic. So I opened that conversation back up and I replied to that person. I can't even remember what I replied, but pretty much that, yes, you go within to find your truth, but it is my passion to give that reflection to others, and they're giving a reflection to me. We are learning from each other. That is pretty much the purpose of this dance, to know thyself. And I just wanted to make like a part 2 when I discovered a new layer. You might not just figure out one thing. There might be many other things in there that you will encounter. I thought it was going to be done when, I'm avoiding conflict. Now I must not avoid it. Or I'm avoiding it and that's why I'm getting it. That's not the only reason I was getting it. There was other reasons. I've got to embrace my bitch self, and it's not a bitch. That's what I must realize. It's not being a bitch. It's just being authentic, being my true self. We need to be excited for the things that we avoid, that we don't want to encounter. Actually embrace encountering those things, because that's what we will learn. We will learn more about ourselves. You embrace it, and so you're good either way. You're not avoiding it. And when you embrace it, you're discovering about yourself so many layers. It's like, I don't know, if there's anything more than an onion, it would be that. I wanted to put that out there, like a part 2 to my last one. And that's it for now.